Welcome to Transfer Business and News with Ordained Crown Prince of Ghana, Nana Poku-Hitzfield. Today's show will be one of the best shows ever because today I'll be celebrating a rapper, a legend of rap in Ghana, Ghana rap, right? And he was one of the famous people you could get in my time growing up. And he's none other than Sexy Tinny himself. So much love to Tinny, much love to the legend. Today I want to celebrate Tinny by playing 5 tracks from the legend Sexy Tinny, right? But then we will talk about Manchester United, of course, who will be playing tomorrow against Sevilla at Old Trafford in the Europa League. We will be waiting for Eriksen press conference later on in the show. But then, come on, today we are going to have fun. So, I'm celebrating Hiplife legend, Sexy Tinny. And this track, if you're a Ghanaian, you will know it automatically. So, without further ado, Aleche, Bonton. Today, nous Okay, so I'll be playing Mokola Kwaku. Alright. Mokola Kwaku. Have you heard this track before? Across Africa? Mokola Kwaku. Ojo Pago, Ole tu, Mokola Kwaku, London Laje, Nana Fuabe, Tiobenke, Olobi, Beno, Shampana, Shune Bava, Abondo, Afine Baby, Gelajomo, Oyate, Tinny, Mokola Kwaku, London Laje, Nana Fuabe, Tiobenke, Olobi, Santana, Shune Bava, Abondo. Okay, so that is Tinny Mokola Kwaku, and when this music came out in the early 2000s, man, as somebody with Ga affiliations, my mom is a Ga, man. Imami a Ganyoni. E wa ni Mokola Kwaku jepo e chale nye me. O moni ola Mokola Kwaku e no mi Jegan, if you make a ja onuga, she got no pele, Charlie. Mokola Kwaku ne bale, Charlie. If it hefe, it's poured virtually everywhere. I spoke Ghana, man. Today, so many languages may pop up on the show. You know, I'm a polyglot. I speak so many languages: Spanish, Deutsch, English, Twi, Ghana. So whatever language you find yourself in, you can connect. Thank you for tuning in to Transfer Business and News with the Ordained Crown Prince of Ghana, Nana Poku-Hitzfield. Today we'll be talking about Manchester United. Now, as I said, we'll be playing Sevilla tomorrow. And yesterday, let us talk about the Champions League yesterday, man. Manchester City versus Bayern Munich. Come on, guys. What a game. Erling Braut Haaland. Charlie, sometimes if I think about the fact that we could have got Erling Haaland at Manchester United, and unfortunately, Minoraula, you know, his relationship with Manchester United wasn't good till his death days, right? So we were never getting Haaland. And Charlie, what he did yesterday, come on, man. Manchester City are looking like favorites already, man. Manchester City are looking like they are hitting in the right gear. And Jack Grealish, you can see what Jack Grealish can do. He is now embracing the 100 million player he ought to be, right? So Jack Grealish, Charlie, yesterday the game was so nice. And you know, Benfica also lost to Inter Milan by 2-0. Romelu Lukaku finishing a 2-0 victory. Charlie, Big Rom will always score goals. Romelu Lukaku will always score goals, right? And when you see Marcus Rashford is in superb form, right? But then he is tied with 28 goals alongside Lukaku since the Sir Alex Ferguson, post-Sir Alex Ferguson era, right? So it means that Lukaku did well at Manchester United, but sometimes he was the scapegoat. I don't know why people kept criticizing Big Rom, and yet he was putting in the numbers. You know, when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came, he decided to play him on the wing, and he's like, I'm not a winger, man. So that is why he left. But he did his numbers for Manchester United, and I think he has done well at Manchester, or he did well at Manchester United more than the 2 spells he had at Chelsea. Nobody, I think you can agree with that, right? What he did, the goals he scored at Manchester United, I think 42 goals in 96. Maybe I might be missing the stats. You can check it out and let me know in the comment section below. But then Big Rom is a big man. Big Rom is Charlie. Romelu Lukaku, he will always score goals. He's Belgium's all-time top scorer for a reason. And as a black man, when I look at Romelu Lukaku, sometimes I give much respect to him, irrespective of injuries, irrespective of people saying he's not good enough. He has done it. He went to Inter Milan and won the Serie A with them, man. So Big Rom will always be Big Rom, Belgium's all-time top scorer. I'm sending much love to Romelu Lukaku, wherever he may find himself. Today, the Uncensored on transfer business and news, the Ordained Crown Prince of Ghana is sending him love and abundance. This is the time for Africans to get united. And Friday is the Uncensored Friday show, and I want every black person to tune in live on TikTok at 9 a.m. I will be here. Let us talk about Africa. Let us talk about how to empower one another, because we live in times where black people have gained consciousness. We want something different, and you and I, Poku-Poku, Roma no se hizo en un día, siempre un paso a la vez. Siempre un paso a la vez. Poku-Poku, dia un dia, tiempo un tiempo. We will finally get there. We will get there. Or we are there. Nosotros estamos aquí as Africans. The unity of Africa is upon us. Now today I'm celebrating a legend, and he goes by the name Tinny. Charlie, what Tinny did in Ghanaian music, hey, nature man. Okay, so I was playing Mokola Kwakwe. Now I'm going to the next track of Sexy Tinny, and as I said, I'm celebrating the man himself. Numu Adenche, Mene Ordained Crown Prince, in bad Onanishishi. None of Ghana, Inapo, Wanapo, Femolala, Ofanse Wayajeme, Wababo to Idane, Mipabufai, Onu Numwe. Where Femolala, Sheba Shehekwa Ghana be artist. Respecting us and Akehanye, Akebahanye Fe. Sexy Tinny, much love to the legend himself. We will pay homage to the great people of Africa, because we know we saw them become who they are. They were our role models. Why are Africans afraid to embrace their own? Now, on Friday, we will talk about a word that is a Yiddish word called fargen. And Africa, where is our own version of fargen? On Friday, on Uncensored Friday, tune in. and let's discuss the things that bother us as people. So let me go to the next track of Sexy Tinny, and he calls this Ofedo. Whoa. Why? Whoa. Somebody should tag Tinny. You must respect the old man. Bunumwe, I drive to a bomb, I can't be Jimmy. That's what I'm so fin. Muji, Cambunya for she red, no so. But when I'm finding you for people, so. Kajobi, I don't smoke, purpose so. Obeshika, tell away the hand on this. Yeah, I found a main wolf. If you 20 on your check, let us shoot be next in test. I would buy one free. When I go to America in the take, you up here, Babu, Omabufa, you went yesterday, Tata. Chichi, Mamute, I will not see you, brother. Thank you. Blow mother, I beg you. Cafe, double holy, will the day man in the jam, a bag, and you're please like the live when it come on, and if you'll be watching later on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel and Reunited Live. Follow the Ordained Crown Prince of Ghana and Poku-Hitzfield. Roman don't say he's going to die. Rome was not built in a day. A day at a time, we will change the African narrative. Much love to Wodamaya for his works across Africa. Much love to every African. Much love to every Ghanaian. This is the time. Africa's unity is already upon us. Upon us, baby. Bobana. Waiting, I waiting, minimum. I'm about a million. I'm on Trigodo, body of Felus, Tinny, Bediako, Tikuleka, she and no more than Yabalavi, 20, Tatama, your cafe down, Ante. She be shy. I got a song, Lelanzo, other than me, Bokonaya Tommy. Over the board, okay, to me low, so pray on there. Nekwa sister, ni Mogodo, Nabuma went you, Afro blood, I'm oh my church, concert party, I don't know, Bayakate, the Aviation, why want you to Loyal, Middle Police, and it's about Agalabu contract when you move. Oh, Feda, I would buy one free, and I want to go. Feda. And then she wanna and you know, yes, I was one free, and I waiting. Meaning more. Hi, Charlie. Today I'm celebrating Tinny in such a way that he will feel proud when he sees this video. So share it, share it as a Ghanaian, let it get to the man himself, let him know that we still appreciate what he did for Mother Ghana, and he deserves the legendary status he has in Ghana. He has done his bit, and it is not yet over because his fans are still in existence. He should be doing so many tracks for us, man. Sexy Tinny. Okay, so let me go back to Manchester United, right? Now, we've made Old Trafford a fortress, right? 24 games, 21 wins, 3 draws at Old Trafford, scoring 54 goals, conceding 12, keeping 14 clean sheets. Now, we bounced back after the debacle against Newcastle at St. James with 2 wins against Brentford. And the team we played, Brentford and Everton, right? So Manchester United have turned the corner, and what is making us Manchester United fans happy is the fact that Casemiro is coming back to this team. Eriksen has returned from injury, and the only blemish with this new optimism is that Luke Shaw is injured. Marcus Rashford also pulled a groin, and we will get an update on that later on today, probably around 1500 GMT, right? So Eric Ten Hag's presser, we will put it on Reunited Live. Go on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel. My name is Poku-Hitzfield. If you see the stupid face anywhere, just subscribe, just like, just share. Let me get my dream alive, man. I have a dream, and my dream is very, very big. It is bigger than myself. That is why things that happen to me during or things that happened to me growing up to become this, I look at those moments and realize it was bound to happen. There are nothing like coincidences in this world. Everything will align perfectly for you to get to where you have always wanted yourself to be. And it has nothing to do with religion. It is about principles. And this, just like you believe, right, in the law of gravity, that when you walk off a high-story building, you might fall down and hurt yourself. There are principles to success. There are principles to abundance. There are principles to how you should live your life in order for you to get to the dream you want to be. It won't be easy. Nobody said it won't. I've gone through my own difficulties. Some difficulties you may go through and you will never come back. Some difficulties that I've seen kill people. Some difficulties where you've been at a place where a gun was shot and the bullet hits the person right next to you, and you go home thinking, this could have been the last day on earth. Where are my dreams? And let me keep living a day at a time. Ask God for whatever you want him to give you. And man, he's going to do so many things in your life. So like the live, when you come on, share it to your friends, to your family. This is Poku-Hitzfield, the Ordained Crown Prince of Ghana. I can't wait to do so much for my family, because to me, family is not the most important thing. It is the only thing in my perspective. So let us go back to family values. Let us love one another in our families. Let us reach out to the extended family. The extended family has been thrown away by a religion that promotes division. We weren't like this, my brothers and sisters. We weren't like this. If this was our character, we would have never gained independence. But then we are taking the roots back to where we came from. The same roots that led us into that slavery. And we were warned about it. We are still going back. So catch me this Friday on Uncensored Friday. Today I am celebrating rapper, Hiplife legend, Sexy Tinny. Now I have played Mokola Kwakwe. I have played Ofedo. And let me go to one more track and of the man Sexy Tinny. I'm playing 5 songs from rapper and Hiplife legend Sexy Tinny. If not for Tinny, there won't be so many rappers you see today. I think people like Sarkodie would have taken inspiration from Tinny, because he was the man, man. He was the man, man. In those days, Tinny, Charlie, he was a star. Just like Black Sherif is to the younger generation now. That was how we saw Tinny. And come on. Shout outs to Black Sherif, Killer Blacko, man. Killer Blacko. Shout outs to every musician in Ghana. Shatawale Sarkodie, Stone Boy, Kelvin Boy, Kwame Eugene, of course, Malcolm Nuna, Flocking Stone. Now, Flocking Stone has brought a new banger, man. New banger. I think I will use that track to open on Uncensored Friday. So catch me on Uncensored Friday. Don't forget. Please subscribe to their YouTube channel. Like it. Let us get to a wider audience. And let us start doing so many things on Reunited Live and on TikTok too. Let us have a system that can help each other here, you know, because after all, we are here for a reason. And if I can help you in a way, let us get a system on TikTok. So I haven't been on TikTok for a very long time. I recently joined. So please search Nana Poku-Hitzfield on TikTok and like. I have around 1,400. Is it 1,400? 1,400 followers, right? We can do better, right? If you think I'm making sense, please go and follow me on TikTok. TikTok. Now, I used to be a rapper. I did music for a very long time, man. Rapping through the streets of Accra, Russia, Sukuda, Matayeko area, getting on TV, rapping on TV, you know. And I was like, okay, whatever I thought of music is enough. Now I want something different. So I began learning other things. Then I kept acquiring knowledge in architecture. I kept acquiring knowledge in our history as black people, as Ghanaians. I kept acquiring knowledge in herbs, right? Because I realized it is one of the most important areas black people should go back to. When you know the leaves to plug in order for you to get rid of jaundice, why would you go for a chemical that was made by a man? God has given us knowledge. The same way he gave our forefathers knowledge that a yam can be used to pound fufu, plantain, cassava. That is the same way. The same way they realize pepper, when you put it into food, it will make you less nauseous. This is the same thing. They saw, let's go back to our herbs and let us be green for one moment, right? It is about time we go. But that is why we are dying a lot as young people in Ghana right now. In the olden days, prior to 1970, there were certain diseases that weren't in Africa. But now look at it. So we adopted the European way, and rather we are dying at a younger age than it was at first, and we haven't thought about it. That they want to wipe us out by giving us things that probably are not even medicines. I have videos of people being called to court. I showed it on Uncensored Friday some time back. Being called to court, and they were telling the judge that they were doing experiments in Africa because we are expendable. We don't contribute to the world economy. Look at this. So it is about time we unite as one people. 1.4 billion people, just 2023. We are as big as China and India. And if we unite as one country, the Kingdom of Africa, we will use the Pan-African system. Now, on Friday, it will be a show that will be. Today, I don't want to go into that. On Censored Friday, catch me on Friday, 9 a.m. on TikTok. I'll be live. And let me celebrate my man again. So, Sexy Tinny, Kemiaya, Numwe. Obidaba. Woo! Much love to Sexy Tinny. Tinny, Ale Jakankwe. Numwe manem born and shishi. Min wajebo jiwe. Born and here numwe. Obidaba di ashwe. Send no do sitie. Ama me huse. Odo koyo no. Na yo dira die. Odi be kumbe jie. Osi mami sufisa yo jebe no kambie. If you are not on your feet right now, it means you are not a Ghanaian. Because this will get people of my age on their feet. Soko when free when ya on your own. Sadi pasha di pay one pack. Matia basu. Mekoko sadia. Una ya wa for coming to lege. The babu.
Hey, I know that. I'm ready for you. Oh, don't tear up. And to go to Giba. Oh, don't tear up. I'm Tabunan, so don't tear never say. Galibi other Roma, me who are done. As a mammy can share in the corner. So why do I him for? She. Why do I him for? She. So I am an apple with that. Kapani chow. Dada no fun chow. I'm ready to go when you are home and I'm a experience teacher. Tiny, my toe don't so here. Oh, you shall be the more. Oh, be the baby and she wear me. Send your doses, yeah. I'm a
Amanda.
on the call,